Honestly, Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, everything Disney.
I mean, you can't beat this.
Stopping time with the world.
There's so many Disney things here that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
It's gonna be legendary.
I don't think today could get any better.
I'm having a blast. I'm on fire.
If you're a true Disney fan, you have to be here.
It's so great to see all of the Disney characters coming together.
This is like the best experience of my life.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day one of the D23 Expo. Unplanned live stream here, but yeah, there's already been a few announcements, so we're going to get into all of that shortly. But first, a couple of people to introduce you to. We have Iron Man, aka from the Casuals Adventures, and we also have Sean from Sean Vlog. And
hello.
Zoe from the British Life will be joining us. Jazz is so extra. We won't even get started on that. But before we do get started on tonight's discussion around the D23 Expo so far, yesterday the world was shaken by the announcement, the very, very sad announcement of the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. So before we get started, just take a moment to remember, the Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, for those of you joining us, hello everyone, welcome to first day of coverage of the D23 Expo 2022. First D23 Expo in 3 years. Obviously due to the pandemic, it was cancelled, but we are back. Disney is back with a weekend jam-packed full of announcements, hopefully. But yeah, have you guys seen anything from D23 so far?
I saw JPEG.
I've seen little snippets on Twitter.
Sorry, Sean?
But a few snippets on Twitter and JPEG's new beard getting booed by the audience. That's what I've seen.
Yes, I saw that as well. Typical JPEG getting booed. But for those of you joining us, let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to Jeannie. Hello to Neil. Hello to Andrew. Hey, Gaz. I'm assuming it's Gaz, not your better half.
It's me at the minute.
And hello to Sophie. That is everyone in the chat. There's 16 of you in the chat at the moment, so pop a message, say hi, all that good stuff. And join the conversation as we continue on with the stream today. Before we get started, what is D23 Expo? Some of you might be joining us today not knowing what D23 is. And what to expect from this weekend and what's coming up. D23 Expo is usually a expo that's held every 2 years. As I said, it hasn't been held for 3 years now, so yeah, lots to be announced, I'm sure. For Disney fans, it is the official Disney fan club of D23. So we have a big expo this weekend, showcasing the latest from films, movies, the same thing, TV, Disney Plus, Disney parks, video games, literally everything Disney that you could want is packed into this expo, and usually jam-packed full of announcements. So we've had the likes of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge announced, Avengers Campus, Pandora, and obviously smaller things, little rides, enhancements, things like that, and also some of the big movie announcements for the next couple of years as well. So we'll be following along with the biggest announcements from Marvel, Lucasfilm, Disney, Pixar, all those good stuff. Yeah, lots coming. So that's really what to expect this weekend. A weekend jam-packed full of Disney news and Disney excitement, which is always good. I'm sure everyone.
Does this one have a theme, Nathan?
This one does have a theme, and it's Disney 100. It is the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company next year. So this is the official launch event for it. So I'm expecting to hear quite a bit about what they've got planned for the 100th anniversary. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a little bit more exciting than the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, but we won't touch on that too much. So
I didn't realise I had a theme when I asked that question.
I've enjoyed the 50th, Nathan. Don't trample on it straight away.
I mean, I've enjoyed it too, but it was a lot smaller than it was meant to be. I'm sure we'll come on to that a little bit later. But quickly, what will the coverage on my channel and socials look like this weekend? You can follow the Disney D23 Expo Parks news over on Twitter. Throughout the weekend, I will be sharing the latest news and announcements from the parks panels. A little bit too much for me to catch up with all the studios panels, so have a little search online for those. But parks-wise, what we're all here for, what we all know and love, you can find the latest updates about that over on Twitter. And there are also 2 live streams coming up, live discussions coming up, which we have the studios, the TV and film announcements. That will be tomorrow evening, so that's Saturday, and that will be at 8 p.m. British time. There will be us guys and a few others joining us as well to discuss all the latest goings on from all the studios panels, which are happening today and tomorrow. And then the main event, the big one, the parks panel. There will be a live simulcast of that, so you'll be able to join us in the chat, watch along with us as we react to what should be a lot of exciting announcements. And yeah, you'll be able to chat along with us, join us on the screen after the panel as we discuss what's announced. So yeah, those 2 live streams coming up. That one there is Sunday at 6 p.m. Panel starts at 6:30, so it's going to be a good couple hours live. Excuse me, good couple hours live stream, that one. So yeah, hope you guys will join us for that. Obviously follow along on socials, and we'll be sharing it all out. So yeah, if you know anyone that might be interested in joining, watching the D23 announcements, then send them the link, get them to come join us. So yeah.
Nathan, how excited are you though, on a scale of 1 to 10, about this weekend?
I'm very excited, especially for the parks announcements. Yeah.
Can you not tell? Because you can barely contain it.
Are you expecting something big?
I mean, hopefully that would be nice. But I guess we will wait and see. Are you guys excited for the announcements?
Well, John, I'll let you go first.
Well, I think the theme of this D23 is that this is what you could have had, but this is what you're getting. Expo.
I mean, you might not be wrong there.
Yeah, let's just get some dates for the things we already know about and see if they surprise us with anything. I think whether they surprise us or not is another matter. But let's get some dates for all of the stuff that they've already told us about and not have to wait 7 years for Tron to open.
Well, you never know. It might open whilst you're there.
It might. I doubt it.
It might.
It might. It's been in the works for the last 5 years, so probably not.
Yeah.
You can wait a little.
I might hear the train. That might be as far as it gets. I might hear the train.
Well, slightly off topic, but they were testing Tron today with sound effects.
Ooh.
So they're close. It's not far away now.
Yeah. They've got to build it. They've got to finish the road that gets to it.
Well, yeah. There is that. There is that.
No, I think I'm in a similar path to Sean with this one. I think from what we've seen so far, it is very much a case of we already know quite a lot. They had to can quite a lot because of the pandemic and stuff like that. So I expect to kind of see some of the stuff that they've canned reactivated. And then I also expect dates for things like the Bayou ride and Tron. I think we'll hear a little bit more about DLP and what's happening over there. Some of the work that they're doing over in the far east. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got, and then hopefully a little sneaky couple of things that they'll add in along the way. But I think a
New
lot
ride
of
it would be quite nice.
they've already announced.
Talking about what they've already announced, it's actually already been a jam-packed 24 hours. A lot of this was announced before the expo even began yesterday during the media preview. There's quite a bit to discuss already. A lot of this, as Gaz said, isn't new information. It is just updates on existing projects, nothing overly new and, I say, exciting. This is exciting. There's quite a bit of new concept art and bits that have been shared. From the Wonderful World of Dreams Expo Show Floor Pavilion, which is usually a big attraction for anyone going to the D23 Expo, with the latest from the parks. So let's get into probably one of the biggest things that have been shared, which is Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We knew this was coming, but this is Tiana Splash Mountain, for any of you who might recognize the picture.
It is just Splash Mountain, isn't it? Oh no, wait, hang on. There's a sign and a water tower.
And the tree's missing from the top.
Don't forget the tree.
Very important tree, that is.
That's also the Disneyland version as well. Not the Walt Disney World version, which is slightly different.
It is. Do you know how we can tell that?
The boat.
By the boat. You got it. But this
I think Disney are going down the path, and we'll probably see more of this on Sunday, but I think Disney are going down the path here of, like they have with Guardians, let's not worry about the outside and make sure the inside's pretty good.
Down the path or down the bayou?
Yeah. So on this one, like all the red clay, it looks nothing like the concept art. The red clay is still there. It's pretty much just Splash Mountain with a couple of small changes. The Tower of Tears is there. That's all the tears for the people who are crying that it's changing. But inside, I think that should be good. I think we'll get screens though.
They have said there is going to be animatronics, including one of Tiana, and this ride is going to introduce us to 16 new characters.
On screens.
So probably all on screens. You're probably not wrong there.
in the background, yeah.
I'm excited to see.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I just have a feeling.
Couple of good animatronics and on screens.
I reckon it's going to be similar to like the Little Mermaid ride.
Right.
I think that's what you'll get on the inside.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be sad about that. I think that could be quite cool.
Yeah.
The one thing I am interested in is how they're going to build up to that big drop, but I guess we'll wait and see. It is opening in 2024. We don't have a date for it just yet, and if I'm honest, I'm not expecting one to come out of the expo, but at least we've got a bit of new artwork.
Have you got the nighttime picture of it, Nathan?
I have. That is coming up very, very shortly.
Okay.
That looks good.
Here's the new tower.
Not the water tower, the nighttime package.
The water tower looks good as well.
That water tower looks really good.
What a beautiful water tower. Here is the daytime photos of the new road.
That looks nothing like that model.
It doesn't.
It just looks like they've de-weeded Splash Mountain. There's like they got rid of the thorns that are all there.
They've turned up the contrast on the picture.
Yeah.
So this is the nighttime photo, which looks very Pandora-esque to me. But it looks cool.
See, I'm not sure about this,
blue to me.
because the last time that we saw something that was a water type of feature that was in some sort of concept art, it was harmonious, and it didn't look anything like it did on concept art.
True.
So,
and the daytime fountain show that happened for a day and never came back.
Yeah, and I think these look like a lot of the stuff that you see in the trees. They just look like uplights.
It does,
yeah.
And I think when I first saw it, I was like, oh, like you said, very Pandora-y, glowy, all that type of stuff. But then when you look at the concept art a little bit closer, it genuinely looks like on the trees they've just got lights that are pointing up into the branches. And then there might be a few lily pads that have got lights in them. And then
whatever's
maybe
happening behind the water.
Yeah. Well, is that though, or is that just water at night?
It would be black.
Do you think? So you think the light in the water up?
Yeah, I reckon there's
like pointing
there's
lights
like
at it or maybe behind it.
Ooh, that would be
Yeah.
cool. That would be
Yeah.
very cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see
I
what
just
happens
hope
with
it
this.
doesn't look better than it will be.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the
Yeah.
cheapest thing is they can do to make it look like that, that's what it is.
Well, they have already taken out the. There was a Tiana boat that was outside. That's already gone. That's scrapped from all concept art. So they've definitely made some changes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that replaced with the
Well, the
beignet?
boat,
you thought?
didn't the boat on the first picture look exactly the same as Splash Mountain's boat?
Yes. They literally took the Splash Mountain boat for this concept art because if you zoom in, you can see Brer Bear on the front of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So apparently that's not going to be the case
ain't
when the
changing.
attraction opens, but Brer Bear is still on the boat.
All right, okay.
Before we get into any
Yeah.
more announcements, we've got another
I tell you
special
what,
guest.
though, there's a lot.
We got
Hey,
Zoe!
Zoe!
Hi, Zoe.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. You all
Got
right?
to dig a little deeper.
Now,
I
our
hope that's in it.
musical number for today. Bit of entertainment for you. Thanks for that. The other Tiana-themed announcement, or the first of the other Tiana-themed announcements that was made by the new pavilion, is the Eudora's Chic Boutique, which is coming to Disneyland Park on the 20th of September this year. So this is opening very, very soon. A new themed shopping location, which is all Tiana themed. So who knows what this is going to hold? But this is New Orleans in New Orleans Square.
Beignets.
I'm gonna say frog plushes.
Yeah,
Probably. You're not wrong there, Sean.
lots of frog plushes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whisks.
Oh, that'd be whiskey business to be doing that.
Oh no!
So there is
Just remember,
a few little bits of backstory that have been announced. The fact that the people that are creating this shop came out of Tiana's place and have started Tiana's Food Company, which is where the shop and where the ride is all themed around. So we've got a little bit more backstory about that.
So is the shop going at the end, like where Pecco's Bill is?
This isn't for Florida. This is only in California at the minute.
Right, okay.
But Imagineers have apparently teased that there is something else coming for Florida, Tiana related. What that could be, nobody knows. But
calling it Magic Band.
Probably, and a cupcake.
Yeah.
But something that I would like to see come to Florida is something that has been announced for Disneyland, which is Tiana's Place.
Palace.
Has been
A
confirmed.
shop.
The restaurant is coming to Disneyland, which is very exciting. They haven't suggested where this might be put, but it is going to be New Orleans Square, somewhere near Splash Mountain and that kind of location. But that's all we know so far. Tiana's Place is coming.
I mean, I hope,
Palace,
like Soap says, I hope there is beignets. Like, the best be beignets there.
Even if it's just a little stand, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't not, can they?
They need to do gumbo and jambalaya.
But they will do in Cali.
But whether this
does this mean? Do you think we'll get like a Mardi Gras festival at Disneyland?
Oh, now that would be good. I hope
down the because all they need to do is like what, a float and then get some beads. That doesn't cost much. They can do something like that, right?
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
It is. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether anything happens for Florida, and if it does, what happens. But you mentioned Pecco's Bills. Potentially, that could be an option. Expand like the Tiana area out there, and then maybe an expansion the other side of Big Thunder Mountain.
Would they not do the? Do you not think they would do the bit behind Pecco's Bill? That's like that weird bit of Adventureland that's before the sign. Because there's a little bit of expansion there, and they've got
near Tortuga Tavern, near where Tortuga Tavern is. Yeah,
like that corner.
We'll go up there instead. I think you could go both ways, couldn't you? There's plenty of options there. The only thing that kind of stands in the way is that's where the parade comes in. So you know, it's as long as you keep that free.
And behind that is the parade storage, so they could technically move that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I guess we will wait and see. Let's have a quick look at the chat before we continue on with all the other exciting announcements.
There's a lot of beignets in the chat.
There's a lot of beignets. Yeah, good.
You know what, they need to sort that out because, like, the 3 times now that I've been to Walt Disney World in the last 12 months, and each time I'm like, I'm going getting beignets from Port Orleans, and every time I don't go.
It's too far.
I know. It's just like I need it in the back.
Yeah, my family tried before, and there was a lightning storm, so they couldn't get on the boat. They weren't very happy. Let's have a little look back. Sophie says, "Thanks for giving me plans for Friday nights." Well, I hope this is giving you plans. This is also giving you plans for Saturday night and Sunday night. Hey Zoe in the chat. Hey Zoe.
Hey.
Jeannie's saying hi to you as well. So not long until Sean jets off. Sean will be going out
Friday.
I would say checking out some of these announcements, but he's not going to California, so maybe not. But
yeah,
Florida, though.
Florida and Friday. Yeah. Next Friday.
Hello, CNR Blue.
No Disney, though.
No Disney, just Universal and all the other theme parks. Exciting stuff. Good evening, Tom. We've got a few people hoping for a Tron opening date coming this weekend as well. I think we've probably got a good chance of that.
That's what I'm waiting for.
It's got to. It's got to. Got to.
It's not near enough ready. It's got to be soon, right? It's been sat there for 5 years. Hey, Chantel. Jackie. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
That's everyone in the chat in a minute. So let's get on with the other announcements that have been made so far. This is literally hot off the press. An expansion has been announced for Avengers Campus at Disneyland. So more info will be shared.
Wasn't this already planned though? Like,
well, guy's frozen. It's not going to be the Quinjet ride, so you can get rid of those hopes. That's gone. I'll tell you what it's going to be, because remember, the wording's very clear. I think what it's going to be is Time Crisis 3 on the PlayStation 2 with an Avengers overlay. So you just shoot the different baddies in that big animation building that's now got a Avengers logo on it in the background.
I mean,
because that
I'm
big
not gonna
square
lie,
building
I
there in
love
the
Time
background,
Crisis.
animation building.
Okay.
That's where it's going to be.
And more information is going to be shared by Josh tomorrow and also the president of Marvel, who will be
I'm
joining.
excited that Josh is doing it. I've got to admit.
Me too. I'm a big Josh tomorrow fan. I think a lot of us are. So excited to see what he says. Sean, you don't seem so sure. Would you rather check it?
Well, I don't fancy him, so no. He's just as bad as Chapek, but he's pretty.
Okay, but yeah, more information about this expansion, not just a ride. They have said it's an expansion to the land. Will be unveiled on Sunday.
What is currently there? So obviously, Terra got rethemed to Guardians.
Yep.
What is?
And
what else is there?
Spider-Man ride. Can't remember
Okay.
what it's called. Web slingers.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
But that's see the grey square building in the middle. That's been prominently shown. That's that's not got nothing in it. It's just an animation building at the moment. There's like they do other work in there, so it looks like that whatever they're going to do is going to be there to connect connect the place up a little bit.
Weren't they going to do Ant-Man and the Wasp? Right, the one that's in...
No, they were going to do Quinjet, weren't they? Ant-Man and the Wasp is Hong Kong, is it? Hong Kong?
Shanghai.
Yes, yeah, I believe it's Hong Kong.
One of them.
Hong Kong, one or two. I mean, doesn't that look like it's got the Pimtech logo on the big building?
Ooh,
yeah.
It does. So we'll wait and see. I mean, Bob Chapek has just announced this. And here's a little clip of him announcing it with a little bit more information.
Today, I'm excited to announce that the Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure is going deeper into the multiverse. To do that, we're going to be expanding Avengers Campus, and the heart of this new area will be a sensational new attraction. Guests will be able to battle alongside superheroes and villains from anywhere. And there might even be some of you that are even aware of who these villains are. So those of you attending Josh tomorrow's D23 presentation on Sunday will hear a lot more about this from him, and along with Kevin Feige himself, and I know you're going to absolutely love what they've got to say.
So yes,
I'm sticking with my Time Crisis 3 overlay. But maybe, but they'll tell you an accessory or multiple accessories that you pair with an app on your phone, and then as you're walking around Avengers Campus and you see the baddies, you can like shoot them and fight them and get points.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, mate. That sounds absolutely awesome. I'm well up for that.
I mean, yeah.
I like Nintendo Land in Universal, like scoring up, getting all the rings and stuff.
Magic Band Plus is coming to Disneyland, so could that be the future? That would be cool. Yeah, we'll find out more about the Avengers expansion on Sunday. So join us on Sunday if you want to find out more.
Yeah, it's interesting what Andrew said though about like some of the things potentially. Are they taking some of the stuff that you get in from DLP and moving that across? So I don't know if they have Rock and Roller Coaster close by on that one that they can take over or go with Pim Kitchen. But they've also already got a Pim Kitchen, haven't they? But it's quick counter.
Yeah, they don't have Rock and Roller Coaster. I think Incredicoaster is the coaster that's there.
Right.
So yeah, we'll find out more on Sunday. Another thing that's been unveiled at the Expo in the pavilion is the Walk the Dreamer statue, which was announced 3 years ago for Epcot, Dreamer's Point. They actually have the physical statue in place at the Expo that will be soon installed into Epcot.
It isn't. That was not a nice zoom in.
It wasn't.
Like, I don't want to say what that looks like.
So nothing really new, but the statue is a thing, and it's real and is coming.
At least he's not sat in the bush. The photo before looked like he was sat in the bushes as well.
It did. I mean, I did see someone on Twitter that had photoshopped a little toilet roll next to him, like he was sat on the lid.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. That's what was running through my head on that one especially.
But just the colouring of the statue.
Just contemplating.
I mean, it's that's definitely not going to be right because you just know Epcot's not going to have a bush. It's just concrete in Epcot, right?
The garden's coming though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that not waterfalls?
That's a great segue. That's a great segue.
Well, unfortunately, the slides are in the wrong order. Let me see if I can move the slide. No, I won't bother. It's coming up.
Right, okay.
Another model that is on display is the Toontown refurbishment project from Disneyland. Nothing overly new.
Centennial Square is called, isn't it?
Centennial Square, yes, it is indeed. Great play on name there. But the whole area is being rethemed in readiness for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I don't think it'll look like that. There's just not enough people.
I mean, yeah, fair point.
But I think, yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks very like the Runaway Railway sign looks very like 50s.
Are you only allowed to go on that ride if you're a couple?
I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it?
There's a single rider over there, but I think it's a child, so you might have to be a child to be a single rider.
But yeah, you'll soon be able to step into the El Capitan Theatre. Again, a great play on words.
Is that the one that's at the back?
No, that is where the Runaway Railway is going to be.
Oh,
in the El
right.
Capitan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do like that. If you go back to that picture, I do like the mural on the background because that looks like what they've done in Cars Land, like that kind of mural at the background to hide loads of stuff. That's pretty cool.
It is, yeah. So that is coming soon. They haven't said anything more about Runaway Railway. There was rumors there is an extra scene to differentiate from the one in Florida, but
one extra scene.
One extra scene, just one little extra scene.
Enough.
But
it's enough.
It is an amazing ride out in Florida, so I'm excited for it to come to Disneyland. There's another bit of concept art they released for Toontown as well. Looks like some kind of interactive area.
It looks a bit like Inside Out, doesn't it? But I suppose it
with the
will
balls,
be.
yeah.
With all the balls.
With all the balls, the coloured balls.
Making a perfect picnic.
Good one. Another very, very small thing that I'm not sure was even said in the expo, but has been announced on Disney Parks blog with regards to the expo is Hey Disney, the new Alexa enabled. Sorry, I've just set everyone's devices off there. The new AI digital assistant that is coming to the Disney resorts. They've announced that Mirabelle will be one of the characters that's available to speak to you, wake you up in the morning, give you all the information.
She'll be the voice, I guess.
The voice of Mirabelle. So that's alongside C-3PO, Olaf, Mickey. I think that's the only ones they've announced so far. But they'll keep adding new characters to this, which should be an exciting addition to all of the resorts.
As long as they add Stacy, fine.
I'm intrigued to see how that's gonna. I'm intrigued to see how that's going to play out with Magic Band because, like, it has been very specific on Magic Band Plus that it works with Alexa.
Ooh, does it? I did not know this.
So
tell me more.
Yeah, so so it just says it on the packaging, like on the back. It says like you get like I don't know, you buy a light bulb these days and it goes like it works with Alexa. Like Magic Band Plus has that on the box.
Is this assistant not Google though? The one that's in the rooms.
This is Alexa.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's been developed even with Amazon. It's in Show 5 devices that are going to be installed in all of the hotel rooms. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, just in Florida, in Walt Disney World. But I imagine it's going to come to all the resorts around the world at some point. But you'll be able to ask things like park opening hours, tips for your day, Disney trivia, all this kind of stuff will be coming soon.
Yeah.
So this was what Gaz was hoping was going to be next after the water features, but Moana: The Journey of Water.
Walt's there. He's literally right next to her. Look, there he is.
He's looking at it.
It couldn't have been a better segue if only it was about 5 minutes before. But they have released a model of the Tafiti sculpture, which will form part of the Journey of Water. It's an 18-foot sculpture, which is going to be installed at Epcot.
I just can't help but think of the Jumanji sculpture at Chessington when I see that. Like the shape and
I hadn't seen that, but now I can't unsee it.
Yep.
This one's a little bit smaller than the one at Chessington, but yeah, exciting addition to Moana: The Journey of Water. It's definitely come along when I was there in May. I'm sure it's come along even more when you were out there, guys.
Honestly, mate, like you can't not see it. Like when you're on the monorail and it's going around Epcot and you get to that point, there's just so much work taking place there at the minute. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued on this because I'm hoping it's going to be fantastic. I think, like, considering that area, it has to be great. But I just hope it's not similar to what you get near Figment. You know what I mean?
The fountain is just, yeah. I don't. Yeah. I've got my hopes a little bit higher than that for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should. From the concept art, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, so was Harmonious.
So was everything.
And Enchantment. And a lot of the stuff they've done recently. Moving on.
Move on.
We're heading out of America now. We're heading around to the other parts in the world. They shed a little look at the characters that are being brought to life for Zootopia Land coming to Shanghai Disneyland. And as much as this photo might look a little bit creepy, the video is pretty cool. These are all puppets.
It's gonna be like the Muppets on Main Street thing. No, there was not. They weren't on Main Street, but you know what I mean. In Magic Kingdom, through the windows.
Who knows?
Play the video on it.
Here's the video. 20 seconds of Zootopia goodness.
Brown for groundhogs. Penguins. Come on. Gators. Oh, parrots. Aardvarks. No. Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Maybe this is more of a one-size-fits-almost-no animals concept. I'm sure they're going to fill up 3.
Yes, Sean. It is exactly like what it is. I mean, I'm gonna put this out there now. I don't think that's Disney quality.
It feels very like Merlin standard.
It reminds me of Sesame
I disagree
Street.
with that.
Mm.
I think it is Disney quality. This is the new Disney quality.
Oh, Sean. Let's
I
hold.
mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
This is the quality we need to get used to.
Yeah. Don't, you're gonna upset me.
Sorry.
Oh, Gaz.
I think it still looks cool and fun though.
Yeah. If they do this well, and there's these characters in all the windows and things, it could be pretty cool. It's got the potential. But I guess we have to wait and see how Shanghai put off. I mean, it is Shanghai. Bear in mind they've had some of the highest rated attractions. So the bar is quite high.
What is this going to be? Is it like a sit down, sort of taking some aircon with a seat for 10 minutes, or is it part of an attraction that you go room to room and it tells a story?
I think this is part of the land.
Right.
So in the windows as you go into Zootopia, there is going to be a ride in the land, but from what I'm led to believe from reading this, these are going to be in the windows and everything in the actual land.
Okay.
Couple of bits for Disneyland Paris, which have snuck under the radar, because these were things that were displayed on the screens in the Expo Pavilion. Where there is a new entrance coming to Toy Story Playland at Disneyland Paris. So a little expanded entrance area.
Just on that though, I again don't mean to be like, skeptical, but isn't that exactly the same Jessie that's in Walt Disney World?
Yes.
Like literally, we've already got that sculpture. We can just reuse it there, and that Woody looks very similar to the Woody that's at the beginning of Walt Disney World as well.
Yes.
That looks like the entrance from the Remy Courtyard.
Yeah,
well.
so this look. So do you know when you go into Disneyland Paris and then there's the domino wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the domino wall is.
So there's going to be 3 entrances to the land.
Yeah, exactly.
To a very small land.
Through Remy Ratatouille, you've got where Buzz is right at the beginning, and as you head towards where Frozen area is going to be, this is going to
come
be
out from the lake, because that entrance will be coming from the lake. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, minor little addition, but that is coming. And new English Gardens expansion for Walt Disney Studios. Again, not much information really shared about this, but we can see Peter Pan in it, and there is some Alice in Wonderland touches.
Is this instead of Galaxy's Edge?
Let's hope not. They haven't said what might replace Galaxy's Edge, or if Galaxy's Edge is still happening, but something we maybe expect to see a little bit later on in the weekend. And lastly, a few little ride vehicle models which are been put on display. So this is the ride vehicle for Zootopia coming to Shanghai Disneyland, the boat for Tangled coming to Tokyo Disney Sea, the Wandering Oaken Sleigh Coaster, the ride vehicle for that. This coaster looks quite cool. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this is like. It looks semi-cross Mine Train-esque, so be interested to see what happens with that. And also the Tinkerbell ride vehicle for Tokyo Disney.
That looks like it's going to be like Peter Pan, where you're flying, because that's like a basket for a balloon, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
It's either going to be that, or it's going to be like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I had poo in my head. Winnie the Pooh.
Thanks for the clarification there. So yeah, that is what's been announced so far.
Oh, did you not have the pirate ship one?
I have not seen that piece of concept art or model.
Yeah, that's one of the other vehicles as well. There's a pirate ship one that looks like it looks like the ride might be like The Simpsons in Universal.
Oh,
but you're in pirate ships.
What's that ride for?
I thought Nathan would have had that one. I didn't come prepared knowing anything other than that looks cool.
We're scrambling.
I have not seen this one, but while Sean's looking at that, let's see the chat. Hey Georgie, normal girl looking. And Jeannie, yes, hit that like button, smash the like button.
Boop.
100 likes, guys.
100 likes. Yeah.
I mean, there's only 21 of you watching, so 100 might be pushing it a little bit. But the more people that like, the more YouTube likes to push it out. So if you like this, if you're enjoying it, you're excited for D23, hit the big thumbs up button, you know. But yeah, whilst Sean is looking for that, what do we expect to see announced over this weekend?
Tron, opening day.
Well, that was announced 5 years ago. Opening day, okay. Opening day, yeah. I would agree. I think we've probably got a good chance of that happening. Gaz, what are you most excited to potentially see announced?
Right, so here's my thing about this now. I think if they don't announce something big, then they are wide open to Universal taking advantage. Because, 100%. Like, Epic Universe is due to open in 24?
24 or 25, right? Talking about might have been pushed back.
Might have been pushed back a little bit. So, like, you think about it, like, D23 is every 2 years. Right? So, if they don't announce something big now, they've either got to do it at Destination D, which potentially could happen. For anyone who doesn't know, Destination D runs alongside, so it goes like D23 the year after Destination D, then D23. But they try and save the big announcements for D23, so which means they don't actually do anything until 24, and then you've got to start to build it.
We all know how long Disney takes to build stuff.
Yeah, and so you think like Epic Universe come in, I think that there's a chance that they're just going to make a lot of the stuff that's currently out there look old. So I think they've got to do something. And so what a shout that is. Return of Happily Ever After.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
However,
2.0.
Paper.
I will tell you what the story. So
they should do something.
Oh, on,
I don't think they will. I think you're right. They should do something. I mean, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Disney are cocky. They'll sit there and go, meh, we don't need to do anything. We'll see if it succeeds for Universal, and then they might start thinking about something when it starts to affect them. And in which case, it'll take 50 years to build, because that's the timescales that they take for things these days.
Nathan, when do they have the option for the third park in DLP? Until? Isn't that 25?
Like 49 or 47 or something?
No, it's definitely a lot sooner than that. I'm pretty sure they have to submit plans.
It's soonish.
It's within the next 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So right. Sorry, I digress. So going back to Happily Ever After, I will say that the new section of Enchantment gives it feeling.
Okay.
Which is surprising.
Still not Happily Ever After.
So like we actually know that. No, but it gives it feeling.
Okay.
Like the beginning part. I mean, it's funny because like when we listened to it for the first time, we were actually in the queue for $7 Mine Train, going, we ain't watching these fireworks. But then to hear it and to hear Mickey and to hear Walt and just like some of the rides and stuff from the beginning part of the park, I was like, they got it good. And then it cracked on as normal. So, but it still needs to be popular after.
I think Sophie could be on the mark here. I think there's a very, very good chance that they could announce the return of Happily Ever After from April next year when the 50th ends, potentially with a 100-year anniversary tag on the end or the beginning. I can see it happening. I can see it happening. Along with Fantasmic.
Yeah.
That is
Main Street Electrical Parade return to Walt Disney World.
Interesting you say Walt Disney World there. I agree. I don't think it's going to be Magic Kingdom.
I think it'll be Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
That's my thought. Hollywood Studios potentially could see the Main Street Electrical Parade return. It's obviously retired at Disneyland for like the 100th time, but they have just added a new float. So something's got to be happening with it.
Why do you think Studios over Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom doesn't.
Sorry, go on, Nathan. You go.
I was going to say Magic Kingdom with the fireworks doesn't have the capacity anymore to have a nighttime parade as well.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Studios is about the only other park that would be set up suitably for Main Street Electrical.
See, I also think the Magic Band wording for the new Magic Band Plus also makes you feel like it won't be Main Street.
Yes. Yes, you make a good point there. It says, would it say Disney's Electrical Parade or Disney's Magical Light Parade or something like that?
Yeah, it was something along them lines.
Disney's Electrical Light Parade or something?
It was worded very weirdly in a way they have never worded it before. So
yeah. Again, Sophie's on fire tonight, though. She's saying about needs more in Animal Kingdom. Like, what they're going to do now, Kite Tales is going.
So, well, Animal Kingdom, do we think... So you were hoping for like a 5th park, which is never going to happen, but because they just don't need to, and it wouldn't impact capacity because everyone will still go to Magic Kingdom, and that's where the bottleneck is. So a 5th park wouldn't help with that. But they've got a lot of space in Hollywood Studios and a whole chunk of Animal Kingdom, like the whole Dino Land area needs sorting out.
Yep.
So we might get something for there.
I think
if we do, that'll be the biggest thing for Walt Disney World. Will be whatever they're going to do in that area. I think.
Yeah, Gaz, you might get your puppet show in Animal Kingdom now.
A finger puppet show.
There is rumors of a Jungle Book boat ride using the Shanghai Pirates technology. Potentially.
There's also talk of like Lion King Land in DLP, so they could just stick that in Animal Kingdom and all.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
I'm gonna throw it out there. It's not gonna happen, but I would love for it to happen. An expansion to Pandora because of the 2nd film.
Now that would be cool.
Or they could just update Navi River Journey to the way that it should have been built from the concept art as well. They cut a third of it off, didn't they? So like it's all inside. It's not got quite as much as what it's supposed to have.
Talking about updating, I did read something the other day. Whether it was someone just hoping, or whether it was an actual rumor, I haven't had a chance to research it properly. But could there be a new film coming to Flight of Passage for the new movie that's been made? Which could be an interesting addition.
Well. Possibly, but have you seen the trailer for the new movie?
No.
So I saw it in the cinema the other day when I was watching Wrath of Khan, and there's a good section in that trailer that just is the movie of the Pandora movie. It's just the same thing. So maybe they went the other way and used that to put in the movie. It does need refreshing, and the glasses need changing because it's. It was 3 years ago when I last rode it, and it was going blurry and not great then. So it must be worse now.
It's the edges. The centers.
The edges are getting in further into the middle, right?
Edges.
Gaz is frozen. It's his connection again.
Well, yeah, it depends where you sit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else we think might be announced this week?
I think
I think there'll be a bit more
DLC stuff. So the stuff that's coming frozen.
I think we'll get potential dates for the remaining 2 cruise ships.
Yes, and I reckon a name potentially for the next one.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good bet. With DLP, obviously Star Wars isn't looking likely anymore. So potentially a bit of information about what could be happening with that one. And what.
Imagine they're not doing Batu though. Imagine they stick with Star Wars, but don't make it Batu.
That would be an interesting choice.
I think that's the way they should do it. Like carbon copying, they've already got 2. They don't need one. But like they've still got the franchise, so use the franchise, but just do something else.
Graham, do you want a timeout?
I love how that man has
Absolutely
been
not.
silent the entire time, and then just jumped in with that. Brilliant.
Amazing.
You're gonna get a timeout if you're not careful, Graham.
It won't be the PGA Tour, it'll be Live or whatever it's called, won't it? That new one. At one of the Disney golf courses.
No idea.
Don't be surprised if that happens.
I mean, on the topic of sports, I mean, it's not parks related, but Disney said something, or Bob Chapek said something in the latest earnings call regarding sports betting, and potentially that's something Disney is looking into. It's a really boring topic to be talking about, but
to be fair though, we could have segued into Spaceship Earth and the fact that should be getting its retheme now.
Poor Judi Dench.
Yep.
Do we think we'll get a re-announcement for Spaceship Earth then?
Yeah.
Yes. It needs it. Desperately needs it.
Yeah.
From riding it back in May, it's looking very dated. The track is bumpy. It's feeling old.
However, the pictures worked this trip.
Ooh, good.
You got your own picture, did you?
Got the picture. Me and Chris Jenner. Now, you don't understand that reference, but you will in a couple of weeks.
But
which trip number of the year is this, guys?
What's that? Sorry, mate.
Which trip number of the year is this?
2.
No, it can't be. It's about 7 now, isn't it?
2. If we're only counting Walt Disney World, it's 2.
Right.
And lastly for tonight's stream, what don't we expect to see announced or mentioned during this weekend's panels? Sean, you're not going to be mentioned.
Don't say it, mate.
A 5th gate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. As nice as that would be, I think you're right. It's not going to be mentioned.
I would love to see an announcement on a water park.
I mean, the only announcement you might get on water parks is a reopening date for Blizzard Beach.
Yeah, but then a shutdown of Typhoon Lagoon.
There is that.
Yeah, like I think they need a better water park.
They can't compete with Volcano Bay with the parks they've currently got.
No.
I would
a
love
re-theme of one of the golf courses, the mini golf courses.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Or just a 3rd mini golf course. We'll take that. I think there's a couple of bits in Epcot I don't expect to hear anything more on or hear anything of ever again. The first of those is Mary Poppins. Don't expect that to ever come back.
I don't know, because when he got asked about it, they did say that they were just parked. He didn't say they were gone.
Parked indefinitely.
An idea never goes away, guys. It's always there to be resurrected into something else.
It's true. What about the expansion to the skyline?
That's definitely going to happen at some point, but I don't see it being any announcement in this one.
Okay.
I think eventually it'll go to everywhere that's not monorail, and link up to the TTC.
Yeah,
that would be cool, and I think it's needed. Make it easier to get around, a lot easier.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I
with
think
the
you're
aim
right.
of getting rid of all the buses, I think.
I mean, if they can and the Skyliner works, the only problem comes when there's a storm and they can't run the Skyliner. A little bit stuck then.
It's not like that happens at 3:00 on a summer's day.
Every afternoon. Nah, doesn't happen, does it? The other thing in Epcot that I don't expect to hear anything about is the Play Pavilion. That's from what I've read and heard, that project has kind of been shelved for now, and the ideas of it is completely changing. So rumors suggest that we're not going to hear a word about the Play Pavilion, and Disney's just going to pretend it didn't exist.
Found that vehicle.
I love the way the green screen's just. Oh, actually, that works quite well. Yeah. It makes it look like 3D.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So Jeannie says info on Epcot's 30th.
I mean, if they do, they've left it very, very late because that's in like 3 weeks' time. But
there'll be merch for it, Jeannie. There'll be merch.
40th, I think.
There will. There'll be a button.
There'll be a T-shirt,
and probably a magic band,
and definitely a lounge fly because the lounge flies they've gone all in on now.
Like, they went all in on long sleeve T-shirts, and now it's lounge flies.
Yeah, like honestly, like it was mental the amount of lounge flies that were there.
They know how to make their money. The other thing, which you've just reminded me of, saying about Epcot's anniversary, Figment. I think there's a good chance Figment could get an announcement on Sunday for a new attraction.
We might get a Figment film.
Ooh, now you're talking.
I don't think there'll be any attraction. I think the character needs to be bigger than that outside of the parks community before they'll do anything attraction-wise for Figment.
I think they need to bring back the Figment meet and greet.
I know someone who would lose their mind over that, yes?
Yes, I do.
I think we all know someone who might. Yeah.
A lot.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a teeny little bit. And if you're watching, that's you.
I want to say Andy's mother. His mother would also go crazy.
Yeah. Anything else we can think of that, might be happening or might not be happening? Jensen, do you have anything you want to add? I see you popping up there.
I was going to say he's desperate to get in on the chat. He won't. I've been on mute for so long because he won't stop talking, but I can't talk dog, so I don't know what his input's trying to be. So, what do you think?
101 Dalmatians ride? Jensen,
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be?
Not get any response from him.
He's got camera shy now.
But yeah, that is a little. Yes, Sophie. Annual passes to come back. It's not going to be announced. Disney will just quietly do that, but it needs to happen.
That would be really good. That would be so good if they did that, because then I wouldn't land going. But we need to renew because they might not come back.
If they do, it'll only be for a very short space of time, because remember, they don't want an unfavorable mix of people in the parks.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they could also get rid of that pass reservation system that they don't really need, but doing it just because they know it saves them money.
Didn't they say in the financial thing it's here to stay?
Yeah,
it's never unfortunately so, but just got my fingers crossed they backtracked on that idea.
Do you know what though? Like, in all honesty, like, yes, the park hopping bit's annoying, but other than that, it's not too bad.
Could be worse, I guess.
I get it. I get it. At the end of the day, they can now plan more and it can save more money. So, as long as they're not pocketing that money and investing it in other parts of the park, I'm all for it.
You might get more ticket types, like the old evening Epcot ones and stuff. They might come back, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. I like this one though. What do they say? Will they have a special edition fireworks for Epcot? That'd be cool.
Yes, one extra firework at the end of Harmony.
Just one. Not
Just
40.
one.
They could do 40. That would make it a little bit more special. Just one. Just one.
They'll do
40.
39 just to annoy people.
The last one will be a sparkler.
Yeah. Bob
Yeah.
Chapek will just be doing a little parade around around World Showcase with a sparkler. That is a
They should do a Bob Chapek
Yeah.
and meet and greet.
Did you just say a Bob Chapek meet and greet?
I did. You know where you put your head in your hands through the thing and then you get throw wet sponges at you.
Be the longest queue in the park then, if that's the case.
Yeah, they can even do an upcharge.
People would probably pay it. But yeah, that is going to do it for tonight's stream. We've just hit the hour mark. Said I wanted to keep this under an hour. Just gone just over an hour. It's fine. Don't forget, if you are about either tomorrow night or on Sunday night, we have 2 streams coming up. We've got the D23 Studios, the TV and film announcements from today and tomorrow's panels. That is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. British time. And we also have the D23 Parks Live, simulcast, reaction, and discussion to the Parks panel. That is live on Sunday from 6 p.m. Join us for what will be a mega stream with lots of exciting announcements.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. You hopefully can have lots of excited panelists watching along with lots of new information to share. But we'll see what Josh Damara has to say on Sunday. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to follow these guys, Zoe, where can people find you?
British Life UK on socials.
Sean, where can people find you?
See Sean Vlog on all the socials.
You can follow me. He's off to Florida in like a week's time, so there'll be plenty of stuff going on. So go and check him out. And Gaz, where can people find you guys? You've got some exciting stuff coming up.
The Girls' Adventures. You'll find us everywhere. Even though that's not our socials on some of the socials, but you'll still find us if you type it in.
I'll put the link in the description once this video is finished. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow, 8 o'clock, for the Studios panel. But for now, we shall see you real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sean's finger.